Three filmmakers, same country, same generation. One asks what we do with all this pain. One asks what memory does to a life. One asks what the monsters are really trying to say. They didn't make the same movie. They didn't even speak the same cinematic language. And yet together, they quietly reshaped what global cinema sounds like. That is the real miracle, that they did it without becoming the same filmmaker. In an industry that rewards imitation, they stayed stubbornly, beautifully singular. This is not a biography or a ranking. It's a filmmaker's question. How did three Mexican directors conquer Hollywood without ever betraying their own eyes? If you're a filmmaker listening to this, or just someone who loves images that mean something and this connected with you, please subscribe. Guillermo del Toro. His word is compassion, but not the soft kind, the fierce, stubborn kind that looks at what everyone else calls a monster and says, "No, you just haven't listened yet." Guillermo grew up in a Mexico that talks to the dead, where the veil between this world and the next is thinner. He took that world view and he poured it into creatures. Pan's Labyrinth, The Shape of Water. The monster is never the villain in a Del Toro film. The monster is the one who's been misunderstood, and that too is a deeply Mexican impulse. To see the outcast and recognize something holy, to look at the broken thing and know it belongs. His films don't ask you to fear the other. They ask you to fear the people who do the excluding. The fascist captain, the cold institution, the father who cannot love what he doesn't understand. Guillermo's creatures are often more tender than the humans around them. They have eyes full of sadness. They move slowly. They wait for you to stop being afraid. That's his whole philosophy. He once said that his monsters are saints that no one prays to. If Del Toro's cinematic language is compassion, Alfonso Cuarón's language is memory. His breakthrough film was the honest and awkward Y tu mamá también, the title itself, and Your Mama Too. Vulgar, intimate, a joke between friends that already contains a whole world of meaning. The story is the country passing by in the background, the poverty, the checkpoints, the forgotten town. The long take isn't a trick with him. It's an act of honesty. He doesn't cut because life doesn't cut. You live inside the moment until the moment is finished. The narrator in the film is a clinical voice that interrupts the story to recall both the past, present, and the future, because memory always sees more than you did at the time. That's this director's brilliant gift. Here's the bridge that still moves me. The same filmmaker who made one of the most intimate Mexican road movies ever also redefined the biggest children's franchise in the world. He brought long takes into Hogwarts, natural light, weather, adolescence.
Huh?
To the Shrieking Shack.
Actually, I'm fine here.
Well, look who's here. You two shopping for your new dream home? Big grand for you, isn't it, Weaselby? Don't your family sleep in one room?
Shut your mouth, Malfoy.
Ooh, not very friendly. Boys, I think it's time we teach Weaselby how to respect his superiors.
Hope you don't mean yourself.
How dare you talk to me? You filthy little mudblood.
Suddenly, the castle felt lived in. Rain hit the windows. Kids wore their uniforms loose. A werewolf wasn't just a monster. He was a man exhausted by his own secret, which connects beautifully with the compassion of the Guillermo del Toro monster. That was the moment Hollywood realized something important. A Mexican filmmaker could completely reinvent someone else's franchise without losing himself. It was proof that style travels. When your eye is deeply yours, it works in the suburbs of Mexico City, and it works in a castle full of magic. The third Harry Potter film is still, to me, the most alive of all the Potter films. He filmed time and memory through the hardest transition, adolescence, where memory doesn't need a ticket or a passport. Iñárritu, the weight of pain. If I had to give Iñárritu one word, it would be burden. His films don't just tell you life is hard, they make you carry the weight alongside the character. You don't watch an Iñárritu film, you endure it. That's the point. His camera doesn't run from suffering, it moves toward it, not to explain it, to sit inside it. The geography changes, the language changes, but the question never does. How much can a human being hold before they break? And here's the thing, that question is very Mexican. Mexico is a country that has lived with weight for 500 years. Conquest, faith, family, the dead who are still with us. We don't believe in lightening the load. We believe in learning to walk with it. Iñárritu's cinematic vision was like someone had finally opened a window inside a movie theater and let the real air in. The air of Mexico City, gasoline, dog fur, regret. That's Iñárritu. He asks the same question and he refuses to give you an answer. Stay singular, stay stubborn. The world will learn your language. When I watch their films, I don't just see stories. I see a country that taught them how to look. Mexico doesn't ask you to choose between laughter and sorrow. It doesn't ask you to turn away from the dead. It doesn't believe in clean endings. And neither do these filmmakers. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe.